Right. Hi everyone. My name is Wanjiru and I am making candles today. Now I don't do this like for sale or anything. This is just for me. I love it. And this is actually the one that started it all. A friend of mine bought me this beautiful smelling candle and I just fell in love with it and in love with scented candles. And since then I've been trying to follow that same scent. But because I'm good with my hands and I like doing things for myself, then I just figured let me try and make it. So my equipment is very simple. It's just this tin can, which I'm going to use to melt the wax, and we're going to see it later on. So here you have wax, and I just bought this from Textbook Center. It comes in this really big chunk like this, and then I have to cut it up into very small pieces so that it can melt easily. So this is just paraffin wax, but I also have some beeswax here that I want to experiment with. So we'll see how that turns out today. And then for the molds for the wax, I've used jars before like this, and these are just recycled. So whenever I buy jam or something like that, I don't throw away the jars. I keep them, I clean them, and then I use them. So this is my last candle. It's finished now. And then I have this one that I got recently, and I want to try that with. Yes, for the wick, I use twine. This is again from Textbook Center. It's just your normal string, the kind that you can wrap gifts in or just use it for, multi-purpose. And then for coloring, my daughter is not here, but I use her crayons. So I just put a little bit of this. She gets very upset, so I don't let her know. But I just take one of these, and then it gives me a really pretty color. Like the 1 kg is 350. It's really cheap.
Oh,
yeah.
And how many candles, if you were to say it like that, how many candles would you make from?
That's a good question because the candles come in different sizes. So.
And is it cheaper to buy this block than it is to say buy the candles, the kawaida candles?
Yes, it is. Yeah. So you can see how you can compare.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. Now a friend of mine visited from the States, and she brought me this candle as a gift, and so yeah, I just fell in love with it. Yeah.
Okay.
But locally, what you can do is you can probably get essential oils. So the latest one that I want to try is citronella because we have a lot of mosquitoes in this area.
Okay.
And then I don't like the idea of your mosquitoes, what they call the insect repellents, to spray them because of the children, because they're not good for them to breathe in. So I figured let me try some essential oils like eucalyptus oil or what's the other one? Lemongrass. I had that also a mosquito repellent.
Yeah.
So that's one of the ones I want to go try. When I do it during the day, it takes a little bit longer because the air is warm. So maybe it'll take about 4 hours to solidify nicely. When I do it around at night, it's maybe about 3 hours. Yeah, thereabouts. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's something I like to. I usually do it at night actually because it's quiet, it's peaceful. And then it can get a little bit messy when the wax splashes everywhere. So then I have time to clean it up and I'm not being rushed because you have to make lunch or do something else. Yeah. While that is melting, what we can do is you can start off by making the wicks for the candles. So we'll take this. So what I did is that this twine usually comes as one strand, and what I did is I just braided them. It took me a while. But I put 2 of them together, just like the way you do it here.
I used to think wick is like a plastic thingy or I don't know.
No, it's fabric, even, yeah. It's cotton, it's whatever material. So for me, this worked because, like I said, it's easily available, and that's the goal for me. I'm not looking for complex materials. I'm not looking for things that will be hard to find another day. I need them to be things that are easily available, so that anybody else can do it. Yeah. You just have to open your minds to the use of other things. So you see, you just dipped it in there, and then what I'll do is I'll wrap it around this stick, and then pick it up, and then I'll just go hang it outside on the clothesline, and it'll dry straight. Oops. It's okay.
Yeah, it's like a stick now.
So now it'll stand up better when we try and put it on whichever one that we want to do.
Yeah, then now you just
So what I'm doing is, if it's too long, I'm just turning it again round on the stick until it's just the right height. Yeah. I am a mom, and I used to be, I wasn't an advocate of people starting off with that as their defining factor, because I'm more than a mom. But it's the truth, that's a big part of who I am. I'm a mom. I have 3 little girls. Naima, who's 4, turning 5. Sally, who just turned 2 years old. And my latest addition, her name is Tiana. And she came almost 2 months ago, thereabouts. My background is in engineering. I studied mechanical engineering in college, automotive. But I didn't really practice it. I think, again, my engineeringness came from the fact that I enjoyed physics and I enjoyed doing things with my hands. So I was very practical, and but it's not something that I pursued. And I went into marketing, and then currently I'm working in project management in a tech company. So usually I put just about a cup full. And honestly, this process should have happened while it was still melting, but because it's still liquid right now, then it's not a problem, we can add. So that's what it looks like at the top. See?
Lands is a video series that goes behind the scenes with creators, movers and shakers to learn how they create their products and services. The videos tell the authentic stories of how these creators have been able to turn their passions into a lifestyle and a living. Are you, or do you know someone who should be featured in the show? Drop me a line or tweet me through my contacts below. Oh yes, please subscribe, share and tell your friends about this series. Thank you.